What's up, everybody? Week 2 in the books. Week 3 is here. My God, the season is flying through. I can't believe we're in week 3 already. Let's jump right into it, man. First off, flying Buffalo Wings going up against Eli, 2-time Super Bowl MVP. And this is probably one of the hardest losses I've taken in a long time. Going into the Monday night game, I was up by like 80 points. And then the tale of the quarterbacks happened. Flying Buffalo Wings had Allen and Hurts going, while I had Tannehill and Cousins going. Allen and Hurt combined for 80 points, while Cousins and Tannehill combined for only 12 points. And Flying Buffalo Wings comes back and ekes out a 3-point win, 152-149. You heard I was going for the undefeated season, and Alex, man, you knocked that dream out. But it's all right, though. I'm going to be okay. A bump in the road for the championship season. Flying Buffalo Wings goes up to 2-0. Eli, 2-time Super Bowl MVP, dropping down to 1-1. Next matchup, Ridley's Believe It or Not against Colin Kaepernick and Marty, who laying the smackdown, beating Jordan 167-129. Two guys, Tua and St. Brown, combined for 95 points. Insane. Ridley's Believe It or Not going up to 1-1. Colin Kaepernick dropping down to 0-2. Next matchup, we have Bushwick Hitmen versus Frank's Jets. And Bushwick Hitmen eking out the 99-90 win. But let me tell you, both teams has question marks. Even though Bushwick Hitmen got the win, Bubba, Aaron Rodgers 2 weeks in a row has not looked good. Is the loss of Devontae Adams really going to hurt his stats this year? It's going to be interesting to see. Frank's Jets. You trade Fields because you had a plethora of quarterbacks. You got Pat Mahomes, and you decide Trey Lance is the guy you're going to follow through. You've been a big believer in Trey Lance for the last 2 years. Then he has that horrific injury, and he's out for the year, man. Just bad luck, man. Frank's Jets drops down to 1-1, but bigger than that, may have a quarterback problem as Geno Smith is his second quarterback. Bubba also goes to 1-1. Next matchup we have is Ojo Meister versus Team Deal. And another close one. Ojo Meister with the 127-121 win. Doing it with a combo of Brissett and Daniel Jones. Combining for 35 points. And look, Team Deal, what cost you? You had Mooney and the Colts defense that got you a combined total of 2 points. And, man, that's what hurts you, man. 127-121. Ojo Meister, Cuzzo, going up to 2-0. Team Deal dropping down to 1-1. Next matchup we had was Bad Boys going up against Steel Curtain, two of the highest scoring teams in the league, and Bad Boys breaking the 200 mark, 204-157. What's crazy, Ariel had 2 people combined for 96 points, Lamar Jackson and Tyreek Hill, and still lost by almost 50 points. That's insane. Why? Because Bad Boys with a combination of Diggs, Chubb, and Wentz combined for over 144 points. 3 people. That is just insane. I miscalculated that. Not 144. Rewind. 69-44. 114 points. My math was a little off there. 114 points combined by 3 people gets you a total of over 200 points with the rest of the team. Bad Boys goes up to 2-0. Steel Curtain drops down to 1-1. Next matchup we had was M-Team 8000 versus Gotham Knights, and another close matchup, 117-113. This week we had a lot of close matchups. And Marco pulls out the win, man. His combined with McCaffrey and with Murray combined for over 46 points. And, man, Gotham Knights, Terry, when your third highest scorer is your kicker, you just didn't have a good week, man. MT 8000 goes up to 1-1. Terry drops down to 0-2. And then the final matchup, we have the Battle of the Giants. We had Brooklyn Giants against Legendary Giant. And Will pulls off the 166-133 win. Aaron, and I was talking about this. It seems that every year, Aaron Jones has that one big game every year. And I think last week was that big game. Jones went off for 33 points, along with Mike Williams, who scored 26. Those two guys led the way for Brooklyn Giants. And man, Juan, your two running back combined for 9 points. Drake and Henry combined for 9 points. That's just not going to cut it. Brooklyn Giants goes up to 1-1. Legendary Giant goes down to 0-2. So now we have the standings. We got 3 teams undefeated. Bad Boys, Flying Buffaloes, Ojo Meister all at 2-0. And we have 3 teams who are at 0-2, who are winless. That's Colin Kaepernick, Legendary Giant, and Gotham Knights. Everybody else is 1-1. Listen, it's early in the season. And as you can see, with 10 teams at 8 teams at 1-1, everybody's still in it. All right. Let me go into before this week's matchups, let's go into the trade alerts. We had one big trade this week, and it was between Steel Curtain and Colin Kaepernick. Ariel gets Darrell Williams, the running back, and Terry McLaurin, the wide receiver, in exchange for Alexander Madison, the backup running back from Minnesota, and quarterback Zach Wilson, who goes over to Colin Kaepernick. All right, here we go, week 3. Here are the matchups. The first matchup, Eli, 2-time Super Bowl MVP, going up against my brother-in-law, Frank's Jets. And what's great is that we're going to be apple picking, so I get to talk so much crap while we apple pick. Because, man, let me tell you, I'm winning this week. I know I said that last week, and I should have won last week. Quarterbacks threw up a goose egg. That being said, I'm winning this week. I'm favored to win this week. I've jumped up to an early 9-0 lead with one guy used already. We'll see how the rest of the day goes. Next matchup, we have the 2-0 Flying Buffaloes going against the 1-1 Brooklyn Giants. Right now, neither team has anyone played yet, so it's 0-0. Next matchup of that, we have Bad Boys going up against Team Deal. Bad Boys has already used 2 people already, and they're up 20-0 early in that contest. Next matchup, we have MT 8000, who's favored in this matchup against Colin Kaepernick. And Marco's already up 24-8. He's used 1 person. Colin Kaepernick has already used 2, and he's still down by 16. Not a good sign. See how the rest of the day goes. Next matchup, we have Ojo Meister versus Ridley. Believe it or not, if you remember, they were the 2 new teams from last year. When they first met each other, it was the first time in league history where there was a tie. So it'll be interesting to see what happens now. Right now, Ojo Meister is favored to win. They're currently up 24-16. Both teams have already used one guy. Next matchup, we have Legendary Giant against Steel Curtain. Legendary Giant trying to get their first win. Right now, they're up 6-0. They've already used a guy. And Steel Curtain's favored to win in this matchup. And then the final matchup, we have Bushwick Hitmen versus Gotham Knights. Bushwick Hitmen's already up 23-0, but they've already used 2 guys. But Bubba's favored in this matchup, according to NFL.com. It's going to be a good week, man. There's a lot of sports going on. My Mets, the magic number is 9. I got to tell you, man, I'm actually flying out to Atlanta next week to catch the Mets and the Braves. Hopefully, I'm there for the clincher when the Mets win the division. My hope is we go into Atlanta up 4 games, and then all we need is just 1 to clinch, and it's over. How it works is that the Mets need to win just 1 game anyway, because then it gives them an extra game because they have the tiebreaker, and the Mets need to clinch this division. I got the Giants going up against the Cowboys Monday night. That's going to be, right now this is all gravy what's going on with the Giants. I don't think they're there yet. I think there's still a lot of holes. They need wide receivers to step up. But man, I'll tell you right now, I would love to beat the Cowboys on Monday. And it's doable. It's doable, man. So we'll see what happens. You guys have a good week. G-Met. Let's go Mets. I love GM, baby. Talk to you soon.